In today's video, we're going to show you how to change your oil from home on your BMW X7 40i. Hey, this is Brian. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and check us out at KiesMotorsports.com. In today's video, I'm going to show you step-by-step how to change the oil on your BMW X7 with the 6-cylinder B58 engine. For this project, you are going to need 6.9 quarts of oil. I'm going to be using 5W30 from Liqui Moly. That is LL01 approved. Now, typically, this car will actually recommend a 0W20. However, we do have the car tuned, and I want a little bit of extra protection, so we're gonna bump it up to a BMW approved 5W30. And for the filter, we're using a BMW OEM filter. And for all the links to all the tools and parts we're using in today's video, be sure to see the links in the description. With that, let's get started. First part of the process is to pull that lever by your dead pedal twice, and that is going to pop your hood, and then you can gently lift that up and out of the way. Now, BMW does recommend that you change the oil with it warm. Obviously, you don't want to do it after just a long drive because you will get burnt, so use your judgment for that. All right, first thing we really need to do is remove this engine cover. So to do so, all you need to do is just grab it and just pull it up. I'll show you how it secures in 1 second here. So as you can see, there are these little grommets, and they just go over these various little plastic pieces right there. It just clips right on, so to remove it, you do that, and then to reinstall it, basically just line up your oil cap in this hole and then push down. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to vent the oil cap. There's a ton of junk in here, so make sure that you clean this off first so no junk gets in, and you're just going to twist it and then just put it on top just like that. Just going to prevent anything large from falling in, and it's going to allow air to come in as it's draining, so you're going to get a much better flow that way. Okay, next we need to loosen the oil filter. Now, BMW, on the regular M340i and whatnot that has the same engine, the car is significantly smaller and it's a lot easier to get to. With this car, I am going to use a step stool. The other thing I wanted to mention is we are doing this on a lift. You do not need a lift at all. It's pretty easy to do. It's just for camera angles. We needed to use the lift to get it up in the air. So I'm going to go grab a step stool, and then I'm going to show you how to remove the oil filter. But to get to the oil filter, it is in the worst area possible. If you look down here, it's under this black cap. So what you do is you take a 32mm socket and you can remove this. If you don't have a 32mm, because it's kind of a weird size, you can use an 1.25 inch and that'll work perfect. So we're going to take our socket, put it on, and just carefully loosen this. And I'll try to stay out of your way. And once I get it a little bit loose, what I like to do is I like to take a clean microfiber, just put it down here in case I spill any oil. And I take another one for when I actually get it out. This is kind of in a weird spot. I'm gonna try to not block you too. That's actually harder than it seems. All right, here we go. So I'll grab it by here so you can see what's going on. So just gonna pull this out like so. And that is what it looks like. So it's kind of long and skinny. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna change out the filter and reinstall that, and then we'll drain and fill the rest of the oil. So you're gonna take your filter, and it's going to twist a little bit, and then you can pull it off. So the part that goes down is the side here with the external O-ring. The side that has the internal O-ring will actually go up into your filter cap. Once you've done that, there's an O-ring on here. You're gonna take that off. Pay attention to where it comes out of. It comes out of this groove right here. You'll notice that it doesn't fit here, and there's little blocks here, so it doesn't go there either. And if your threads look like mine, have kind of dirt in them, it's a good idea to get as much of that out as possible. Okay, so then what we're gonna do, we're gonna pop out our new filter, and in the box there's also a new crush washer and a new O-ring. So this O-ring will go on here in that location that we took it out from earlier. Okay, just like that. And you can remove your filter. Remember the side with the internal O-ring is going to go up there. And it's going to lock into place just like that. Then what you can do is just take a dab of new oil, don't use used oil, and just lubricate this O-ring here. It's gonna make it go in a lot easier. Whoa, it's oily. Then you can hand thread this back in here. And then we're going to tighten it down to 24.9 Newton meters. Okay, that's good. We'll pull this out. Make sure that we pull our rag out. Make sure you didn't spill any oil, so you can see just a couple of drips, nothing major. So at this point, let's get under the car, remove the drain plug, and drain the oil. All right, so when you look under your car, again, this is for the B58 6-cylinder, there's an opening back here. It's past the front axle, and it is a 17 mil. So we're just gonna crack that loose. We're going to drain our oil. Make sure that the old crush washer comes off, otherwise you're not gonna get a good seal. And again, if you do this with warm oil, it typically works a little better. So right now my crush washer is stuck actually up there on the car, so we'll have to get that off in a second. Okay, so make sure that, again, if your old crush washer is stuck, that you remove it. Then we're gonna put our new crush washer on. We're gonna thread this in here. Make sure it goes in nice and easy. And then this is also going to get torqued down to 24.9 Newton meters. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to put a funnel here so we don't spill on any of these electronics, and we're going to add 6.9 quarts of our Liquid Moly 5W30. One thing I love about Liquid Moly, these nice caps make it so easy to control where the oil's going. Okay, and what you can do is just take your cap, lock it back on just like that, and then we're gonna push our motor cover back on. Okay, so like I said before, the big trick is just to line it up like that. It's gonna fall into place. Just press it on, and we are done with the physical oil change. Now what we need to do is hop into the car and reset the computer to let the car know that we just did a fresh oil change. All right, to reset the car's computer light, what you're gonna do, you're gonna start over with the start engine button. You're gonna press it quickly 3 times, and that's going to put you in diagnostic mode. So 1, 2, 3, just like that. And if you keep an eye over here, in just 1 second, diagnostic mode. So then on your turn signal stalk, there's a button that says BC. You're gonna just press and hold it. Just keep holding for a little while. Okay, so here we go. After 20 seconds or so, it's going to give you all of these different options. So if you just click through, it's going to tell you, wait, so I have oil, I have a vehicle check in 13,000 miles. Later next year, we have brake fluid. But we need to focus on our engine oil. So to reset, you can see it says reset possible. One of the biggest errors that you'll get is if you don't have your clock set in your car, it doesn't know what to do. It doesn't know how to calculate the date and time. So you're going to just press and hold it again for 10 seconds or so. You're gonna see the menu switch, okay, and let go. And then I press and hold again just to confirm. Reset in progress. And then you can see as it's resetting, okay, it was reset, says reset successful, and it says we can now go 11,000 miles on our oil change. Now, as a little disclaimer, I would not recommend going 11,000 miles on one oil change. I typically do 5,000 is a max. It's up to you though, what you want to do. I like to use a little bit thicker oil because this car is tuned with boot mode. If you haven't seen that video, we have a link down for you in the description, but basically we added like 50 horsepower with the computer and it is amazing. But other than that, everything is done. Your car is good to go. All the little annoying service alarms will go away and you are good until your next oil change. And as you saw, it is pretty simple. So once again, my name is Brian, that's Zach behind the camera. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe and check us out at KiesMotorsports.com. And for links to all the products and tools we used in today's video, be sure to see the links down in the description. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video. Now, one more piece of information that I want to leave you with. BMWs, modern ones, don't have dipsticks. You have to rely on the engine's computer system to see what your oil level is. So what you do is through the iDrive screen, hit home and then click car. And then you're going to click vehicle status, and then you can go to engine oil level. And over here we have engine oil measurement. You have to have the car up to temperature, which is why we're off the lift right now. We have it up to temperature, and then you can hit start measurement. It's very important to be on level ground and don't hit the accelerator pedal or anything while you're doing this, and you have to either be in park or neutral. So this is going to go through, typically takes like 2 minutes or so, sometimes a little bit longer, and then it'll display what your oil level is. Okay, and as you can see over here, not sure why BMW uses these little slanty lines, but we are up at max. So our oil level is good to go. If you do this, maybe you come in a little bit shy, just top it off with some more oil and run the test again, make sure everything is good to go. So that's how you measure your oil in BMW.